What's poppin' YouTube? YouTubers, what's going on? I wasn't gonna do this video, but I decided to. Today's Monday. I'm exhausted. We had to clean the house. The wife and my daughter was giving me the business. Normally, I'm a very clean person, but I'm not gonna lie. For like the last 6, 7 years, I've been a fucking slob. You think this is a mess, and it's funny because I've always been the cleanest person in here. Where any little thing irritates me, I have ADD. But I don't know, for the last 6, 7 years, man, I haven't been up on my game. But today I decided to get up and help clean. Not that I really had a choice, because my daughter and my wife again was giving me the business. And they say cleanliness is the next thing to God, right? Or God, or something like that. Yeah, I don't believe in the biblical thing, but I do believe in a higher being. I just don't believe in the whole Bible and this religious nonsense. But that's just my opinion. So please don't kill me for that. Unless if you do, you put my misery, and I'll appreciate it. But anyway, East New York's Finest, hosted by yours truly, Mike's. I was about to say Mike's on, but whatever. So again, to that dude White Eric that I met yesterday. I don't remember if it was through Whatnot and or through YouTube, but thank you for going to Mike's store in New Egypt, and thank Mike for giving me even a bigger discount than what he already gave me by this guy going in and saying that. So my timing was just as great as it was today. Like, I did a couple of runs, dropped my wife off to the train station to go to the city to work. Came back, sat down, had a conversation with my daughter, and I was waiting for some packages that were supposed to have been here from eBay last week. I guess for some reason there was like some kind of, I don't know if there was discrepancy or whatever, but it was a delay, so it came today. Well, it was shipped, or it was in transit to be delivered. And I normally go to I think it's Dollar Tree, and to get the push pins. Like, that's why you really can't see these things hanging. I don't like the colored ones, so I always get the clear ones. And as of lately, the one on Bloomfield Avenue in Bloomfield, New Jersey, which is like the next town over for me, because like I said, I'm borderline of Montclair and Bloomfield. That's the side of East Orange I'm at. Like, the best parts of East Orange you want to live in is Dodgetown and Presidential Heights. And I live in Dodgetown. That's basically where Cicely Tyson, Dionne Warwick, and Whitney Houston came from, which is ironic considering that all three of them are family. But I heard back in the day, this was like, it don't matter what part of East Orange you were in. All the oranges except for South Orange was crazy. I heard it was full with gang activity, etc., and they cleaned all that shit up, blah, 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 whatever. But I come from East New York, Brooklyn. If I could live there and spend time in LA eons ago, then I could fucking survive anywhere. That's just the way I look at it. But anyhow, moving back on track. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Dollar Tree this time. Or Family Dollar, because Family Dollar is the one with the red, orange, and white sign. And it's like right across the street from Natural Start, which is a lot closer to me. It's less of a headache and less traffic than going to Bloomfield, because I have to cut up, go to Wassessing, come back down, and then hit Bloomfield and deal with all that traffic. And I was tired, and I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go because I have to hang some other figures in my main room, or my G.I. Joe G1 Transformer room, as I call it, because this is like my office. And my timing was definitely impeccable, because as I was driving, I took a Prospect going through, and I was going to cut through the block where Isaiah's school is, and then cut back through to get there quicker, less lights and all that stuff. And I happened to see a United States Postal Service truck, and when I seen the guy deliver the package, and I saw him, he's the same guy that I've seen deliver a lot of my Whatnot package, at least the Whatnot packages that I did get. And I was like, I honked, and he knew my car, he knew me. He said, hey. And before I got a chance to even say, hey, do you have a package? He said, hey, wait, 1 second, I got something for you. So he came out with 2 packages. And then when I came back home, my daughter said there was a small package for me also in the mailbox. I know one package is like some weapons and stuff I need for some of my vehicles that I have here. Like the Beast Blaster here, which is I'm getting to the point now where I'm gonna stop, even if I get a great deal on it, I'm gonna stop buying vehicles that I need in parts like this, unless I get it dirt cheap. Because I've had this thing for well over a year. well over a year. I still got to get the this rear blaster shield, and I think that's it. I didn't even know I had the missiles for this, so I'm hoping that I didn't buy them. Because I was like, wait a minute. I looked online. I was like, oh shit, I do have these missiles or missiles, as I say. So I did go to Family Dollar, and you know, and the reason why I went there because I didn't want to go back to Dollar Tree, and you know they didn't have the push pins because normally, as of lately, they haven't been having them, and then I didn't want to go and get 100 from Staples for like fucking $10. So these are the push pins, and I forgot that Dollar Tree and Family Dollar selling for the same price. But here I think you only get 60, and I think with Dollar Tree you get 100. But anyway, Family Dollar you get 60 for $1.25. I was like, whatever. It's 160 here. 60 and 60 is 120. I meant to say 150. So yeah, 120 here. So whatever. So I got that, and I wound up picking up some cars because every once in a while when I do go to these places, I do pick up cars because Isaiah has thousands of Hot Wheels cars. He don't really like. I mean, I think he more like K-Day than anything. After Kmart closed, he really lost interest in Hot Wheels because he loved the K-Day thing. We've been doing that since he was like 5 or 6, and you know now he don't really show that much interest in it. But he has tons of cars. He only like Hot Wheels and stuff like that on card, and these are some dope ass cars. So I got them. So here you have a Mazda MX-5 Miata. It don't have J for Japan on it no more. But I did get that. I only get him real cars, Eric, not generic ones. Porsche 911 GT3. This car smoked my Mustang about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I was coming from the city, and I was the route I was taking to get on 280. I mean, this guy was on my ass, and then when he got clearance, he made me feel like I was driving the Brady Bunch station. Yo, he ate the shit out of my car. He destroyed me. Then here you got a Toyota GR86 Cup. Again, they don't say Japan on it no more, but it says Compact Kings. Looks like a fake wannabe version of Brian's Supra from Fast and Furious. Then here we got a 2020 Ford Mustang GT Shelby GT 500, excuse me, and it says Mustang 60th. It says 2 of 5, so I don't know if they're, I don't know, whatever. But you know I had to get this. I was looking for more. They only had this one. I don't think it's a treasure hunt because it has a metallic color to it, but the wheels aren't rubber. So yeah, this is not a treasure or even a super treasure, but I thought that because of the metallic color. But still no nice. Then here you have a Maserati Chamel. Look old school. And normally I buy a lot of cars because they're only $1 and it adds up. Then here you have a 71 Lamborghini Murray SV. There's a couple of these. I always get Ferraris and Lamborghinis, especially if they're old ones. Because I remember when Hot Wheels lost the license, has another one. I could be saying Murray or Mura wrong. Has another Toyota GR86 Cup. Same orange. Then here we have a 66 Buick Riviera. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read. Riviera. What the hell kind of name is that? I'm giving shit my own name. Then here we have a Cadillac Project GTP hypercar. This shit is sexy as fuck. It look like a Bugatti on steroids. Like between a Bugatti and what's the other one? Excuse me, a Lycan or something like that. It has another 66 Buick Rivera. I'm about to say Ferrera again. I can't fucking read. Then here we got a Mercedes-Benz 500E. These are the old school 1980 drug dealer cars because the only people that had those were drug dealers. And then we have another Porsche 911 GT3 in black. So yeah, I got all these. How many cars are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars. These will go downstairs. What is the other ones? I just felt like showing that. I mean, I didn't have to, but you know, you gotta be diverse, right? Oh boy, here we go. This thing wanted attention. So that's got to go downstairs. All right, so I might as well open the small, going from small to big. So, Temple Toys and Addicts. I say Addicts, Antiques, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. It's like I'm getting dementia or I can't read or pronounce. I said Addict. Wait, is it Addict? No, it is Antiques. Alright, so yep, this is, wow, this came faster than the other shit. Now I ordered this, I think, 2 days after. So this, again, I was telling you guys on how, yeah, that's the right one. All I needed was this. But every time I seen these, they were all like anywhere from 15 just the gun, swivels another 15 to 20. Then I seen one person had this for like I think 35 or 40 for both pieces with like almost $8 in shipping, $7.89 or something like that. Then another person had it, but one of the tips was broken, but it was complete, and he wanted $32 for it, with free shipping, of course. And this person had it, I think at like $10 or $11. It came with one of the ski bombs. It came with one of the little ski sleds on the side, and it came with 3 of the missiles along with one of the canopies. And that was all for like that price. So I was like, hell yeah. And yeah, I think I have another one downstairs somewhere. So I'll probably, go through it and look and see. So now I have yet another Cobra Wolf, fully complete now. My plan is to stop buying these. That's the reason why I didn't buy that G.I. Joe vehicle lot off that one dude yesterday in Columbus. Normally I would have, but I decided not to because I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend 25. He wanted 25, but I'm pretty sure I probably could have got it for 20 or maybe even 15. He probably wouldn't have took 15 though, but probably most likely for 20. But then I was like, okay, but then it's gonna cost me $70, $80 to 120 just to complete that stuff, because it was like, I think the Howlett's cannon, but it was missing the computer part, and that's like $30, $40. And it was like a couple other pieces. No, one was a vamp. That vamp is gonna be like $80 or more just to complete it, because it didn't have the. If it had the steering wheel, I probably would have took the whole thing. But it was missing everything. And it was like a couple other vehicles. I can't remember what they were, but I was like, nah, it's not worth it. $5-10 maybe just to turn around and resell it, but to keep it, nah. And I'm trying to get out of that because I have a habit of keep getting G.I. Joe vehicles, and I like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it. Like for instance, the bridge layer right here. Only reason why I'm gonna get the bridge connector part is because it has the guns and it's in really good condition. So why not? I think I have like 2 or 3, but why not have an extra one? Ain't gonna kill me. Then for the slugger, I need the gun. And I'm not giving nobody $25, $30 for the fucking gun. And then of course the hammer. I need the antenna and the swivel. I have the gun. I just need the swivel arm and the foot peg that it goes on, and then that'll be complete. I can even just get that piece and wait, and then get the antenna later, because there's one guy had it, the heavyset dude at the show me, Fam, Eric, and Alex went to in Cherry Hill, but he wanted $100 for the antenna. I don't know if that was a steal or a deal, but I just wasn't ready to pay $100 for it. I probably should have, but the hammer dropped a lot in price. So, and then this, I do have some of the bombs here, but they're like a dull orange, and I don't really like them. And I think I don't know, I got them, whatever, but I don't like them. They're not vibrant. I don't like the colors on them. They're real dirty and disgusting looking, so I don't want them. So I'm gonna, and either way, I gotta get 8. So I'll just get 8 vibrant ones to complete that. And then of course for the fire bats, I have them upside down, so I know how many missiles I need for each. So I need 2 of the bigger missiles, and then I need 6 of the smaller ones, and then I need 3 of the wheels to complete them. Because they released the fire bat by itself as well as a Melloway, and there's nothing different about that in the other one. And then one's gonna go to the second Terror Dome that I have. Yeah. And now since I have the Ice Wolf complete, I don't think I'm gonna put it in the box. I may just, because you know when you put stuff in cardboard, it turns yellow. Cardboard makes things turn a different color. And I might just put the box behind other boxes I have, and then just put this whatever. I forgot where I got it from, but I did get it with the box, and the box is kind of beat up, but I got a good price for it. Especially knowing that it was missing a couple of things, that's why I got it. Where I got it from, I don't even remember. I probably got it off of either Whatnot or at a show. I don't think I got it from a flea market. And then of course down here you see G.I. Joes. These are all 25th anniversary. I do need to order more. I need to order stands for them. I'm trying to find just basic stands without names, because I don't want to put figures on the wrong name. I'm funny like that. So yeah. So let's move to this one here. This is also from eBay, I believe. And this is coming from Indianapolis, Indiana. See if I can do this without cut myself. I did order some stuff from Whatnot. That's probably coming this week. I ordered from SoCal Joe and another dude. I know I said I don't deal with Whatnot anymore, but yeah, I'm not dealing with a lot of the sneaker people and other individuals. I know what I said, but sometimes the best get the the best get the best of you. So maybe this is from Whatnot. This is probably from Whatnot, and this is probably stuff that I was waiting for. So yeah, because I'm looking and I see the hydrofoil, that one piece here. Yep. Then we have some more pieces here. So let me put all the hydrofoil stuff to the side. This is for the Cobra Bug. This is the sled. I got it because it was just cheaper to get the sled, because the missiles, they want like $12 to $15 one small missile to complete that. So, and I don't know where I got the guns at. And here are, it said damaged or broken. I don't know why, but these are 2 missiles for the Stinger. I was gonna get rid of this Cobra Stinger, but I was like, you know what? I'm only missing 2 missiles and a stand wheel. But being that it looks so good, it won't kill me just to display it like this until I run across a stand wheel for it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just do that. Eddie might have an extra one, because I have some stuff for him that I want to trade. I want to go to him first before I buy more parts online, because he may actually have parts I may need or I may not. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna find out. I'm supposed to meet him on Wednesday, but something special is going on Wednesday. So look how nice that looks. Oh, if I can, I'm saying, look how nice looking this is. Whoop. Nice display piece. Now all I need for this is the steering wheel. It's not hard to get the steering wheel, but it's not cheap. So yeah, to that. And then for the Cobra Bug, I'll just take this one out and put this amongst my other weapons. Because I have this here, and it was cheaper just to buy this from this guy, because I got a discount on the shipping, and I think I paid for this whole thing what everybody else was charging for one. And the other person that had just one missile, not even 2, I'm glad they had it for like $15, because by him doing that, I was able to get this from the other individual. So I can close that up, because I think I have like 2 Cobra Bugs already, and this will be my 3rd. This is one of my favorite, but one of my favorite Cobra vehicles is the Cobra Bug. And to complete that, I just basically need another gun. I think I do have that somewhere, or getting it. And here we have a hydrofoil seat for the drive, for one of the passenger or driver, whatever. Then here we have the left compartment thingamajig. Then for the Dreadnought, what's it called here? Somewhere, I have the driver door, the blast shield cover for the front, the passenger door. Then for the hydrofoil, I have the other deck, deck piece. So that goes there. This goes here. Then I have one of the missiles that I needed to complete those three. And this, I think, goes to the Battle Force 2000 thing. One of them, I don't know which one. And this is the thing for the side, for the hydrofoil. Then you have this piece, which is the roof. That goes there. Wait a minute. Let me put that here. And then this goes to one of the other Battle Force vehicles. Now watch. I brought this, and I'm going to see it at Eddie's. That's just the way it goes. And I'm about to say, don't tell me that's it. I know I brought more. And here's the roll cage for the Street Fighter Beast. Then here's the engine cover for the hydrofoil. And then here's the gun for this battle axe, which will complete that. So I would have that complete. I just started doing this because it's been over a year to 2 years since I've had a lot of this stuff. And I just decided to say F it. And just start buying parts so I can get it out the way and put it in the other room where it belongs, because I'm tired of having it sit here. And I'm trying to get it in here. I know it goes in. There you go. So now that's one. Well, that's another piece complete. So far, out of everything I got out of here, that's complete so far. And there should be more. Oh yeah, and the two big ass missiles look like they both are the same side. But it's all good. I don't give a shit. The missiles. I don't think one is left. Is one left and one right, or are they both the same? I just think that, whatever. Doesn't matter. You got two missiles here. And that's it. So, let's put this together. The whole point of me bringing all this over here is to put it together. But, I need to wipe this down. I thought I did that already, but I didn't. Actually, no, I'm not going to even do that, because I don't want you guys to be sitting here looking at me do that. It's going to be strange having you guys standing here watching me sit here and do this when I could watch a video and do it. Alright, so, but I could do this one because it doesn't have to be clean. So, and I don't think this would still be complete because I need I need that blast thing over here to complete that, which I'm going to order. But it's going to feel good because I had this thing for like what? I think well over a year or 2 years. Forgot you got to put these in first so it don't break or offset. Move the missile out the way. And then boom. And there you have it. Put the missile back. Colonel, tell me where the missiles. I don't know where any missiles. I know some people be asking me like, where you get that from? I got it from Rambo. And he was like, Colonel, tell me where are the missiles? And he was like, I don't know of any missiles. Even being tortured, Troutman was the man, yo. I don't know any missiles. Tell me where the missiles are, Colonel. I don't know of any missiles. Rambo. John Rambo. Trying to lock my man up, acting like an asshole over some damn vacancy. Like, who does that, yo? Who does that? Except for some damn police. But they used to do that shit back then because drifters used to come into town, commit burglaries, rape, and stuff like that back in the 70s and shit like that. So that's why a lot of sheriffs and stuff in certain towns didn't want certain people around, because if they didn't know you, they felt threatened. And certain small towns, that's what the sheriffs did get. The sheriffs got paid to make sure if anybody came to town, they knew what they knew, and they wanted them to know that, hey, I'm watching you. So, there They didn't like, they didn't like just anybody coming along. I'm like, am I sure these missiles are the right missiles? Because it's really hindering this thing from, maybe it got to sit a certain way and then it just goes in there, because it's a little weird how that, maybe these missiles ain't for this, or maybe it's just too far back, or that's just the way it goes. I got to do some more research to make sure these are the missiles. It looks like they are, so I'm very, very happy right now, because when you have something for a long period of time, and I'm supposed to go meet up with Tim, me and Eric supposed to meet up with him to go and look at some of his stuff as well. So I won't be so. It'd be ironically funny if some of this shit that I had just sitting around for like over a year, and then he's like, "Oh, I got that," and he's selling that shit for like even cheaper than what I paid for just the parts. That would be fucking hilarious. So that is virtually almost finally finished, other than I need that shield, which I'm going to order that right now, because I wanted to make sure I didn't order it by mistake. But look how beautiful that looks. I mean, it's not. Is it really worth me waiting this long? No. It might be something that go here, because it has a hole in it, so it may not be complete. I'm gonna have to really, really look at that too. If not, that's gonna be even more of a fucking bummer. So everything else here is just parts for this. And I know I still need more parts to complete. I think I need some more guns for the hydrofoil. But I like the hydrofoil. I mean, it's not a really expensive vehicle, but I only paid $20 for it at Columbus like a couple of weeks ago. I think more than a couple of weeks ago, more like almost a month now. So obviously it makes sense just to, some vehicles, when you can save money on it, it just makes more sense just to say hell with it and just buy the parts. And when you pay $20 for a hydrofoil, aka moray, whatever you want to call it, that's a fucking steal. When you pay $20 and you get a decent amount of stuff with it. I mean, I got it with. I'm gonna show y'all anyway. I might as well show y'all again. I know y'all seen it like 100 times, but fuck it, I'm gonna show it again. What I'm doing now is just taking everything for it out. I'm gonna do it after I wipe it down. I thought I did, and I don't think I didn't. I don't know why I didn't, because I wipe everything down when I bring everything up here. But for some reason, I think I got caught up in, I don't know what. But I still need parts for it, but I'm going to order that shit right now. I might order from the same individual. I might go downstairs if I do have the, other Cobra Ice Wolf whatever thing, and if I do, I don't know how many parts I have or need off of it, but I might look at it and I might just complete that as well, or I don't know, maybe buy another whatever the hell. So yeah, that's everything. This will complete one of the Battle Force 2000 vehicles, and I think I only need one or two missiles from here for one of these other ones. I just gotta figure out what it is. But if I got 4 of them, there was a reason why, because these are probably going for almost double for 1 or 2 versus me getting all 4 for a cheaper price. I know, because I was up there for like 8 hours. It took me over 8 hours to buy the shit that I brought. I strategically did that because, you all know by now, if you don't know, you know, that I keep buying the same shit over and over again. Yesterday, I spent almost over $200 on a lot of the same shit that I already had, didn't even realize it. Because I keep doing that, and sometimes I don't know what happens where I get caught up in not knowing and whatever. But as you see, this is filthy. Ain't no other way to sugarcoat it. But it does have 3 of the 4 missiles in there, so I would just need the right cover. I don't worry about the lenses, because I'm not giving nobody no $30-$40 fucking dollars for a piece of plastic that goes in here. Fuck that. I do need the gun for the seat that goes here. I do now have one of the seats. It did have the So the reason why I brought this, I mean, I couldn't, for $20. I mean, obviously, these were the pinnacle of why I brought it. That, and there was so much shit here. I was like, yo, for $20, hell yeah. And he had everything ziplocked to a bag. But I thought it was a lot more than this. I didn't realize that it was missing so many more guns. Like, it's missing 3 other guns. The 2 missiles that go on the side, I brought it. So all I need is 3 of the other guns. I have the missiles, and I do have the other running board. Oh shit, I need those too. I forgot about these. The depth charges with the covers with the depth charges. So I totally forgot about that. So I'm nowhere near done, and those are expensive, I would guess. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, I paid $20 for this. I probably got about $30, $35, maybe $40 into just the parts, and this is like a $80 to $100 something boat. I mean, these are not cheap. So, whatever. And but for $20 and everything works, you can't beat that. I just gotta wipe it down. So let's see what's in the big box. What's in the big box? The big box. I know I ordered some stuff for this, for the hydrofoil. I thought I got it in this, but I think I must have brought it separate from. I mean, obviously I brought it from something else, so maybe that's not here yet. Maybe it'll come later. I don't fucking know. So evidently, this is definitely from Whatnot. At least I got it. Reason why I know it's from Whatnot, because the only thing I ordered from eBay was some stuff, some internal stuff for my Mustang, and again, the other whatever the hell is missing for the bug. Man, this person, what kind of tape is this? Tape from fucking Krypton or something? Sheesh. All right, let's see. I think this got to be from Whatnot. Hey Michael, thank you so much for your company to support of my show. Yeah, Whatnot. Well done on the sniping. I hope you got some things that bring you joy, and hope you find lots. Is that of? No, it's not of. Lots of whatever treasure on the app. Keep up the good fight. Average Joe 14. So that's the other guy. Because I was looking at 2 guys. I was looking at 2 guys that day. SoCal and this dude. And I brought from both of them simultaneously. I was using my phone and the app on my computer. So his shit came quick. I don't know who lives the furthest, but I mean, I purchased from SoCal a lot. So I do remember this. We have Snow Job. We have version 2 Roadblock. We got Frostbite. We got Iceboy. I think he threw this in, because I don't remember buying this. Or maybe I did. Zurana, 6-inch. I don't think I would have brought that, so maybe he threw it in. I don't know. Don't remember it. And a lot of these figures are cheap. That's why I brought them. Whoop. Woo. We got one of these Cobra Bats. No weapons, but this dude here, he thought this was from like the 25th, 30th, and 50th line. They're not. It's from the 06 to 96. I mean, the 96 to 06 line. I know I need him. Good chance I may not. I probably have him carded. This is the 25th anniversary version of Airborne. Here is another Televiper. I have these. For the army build. This is, I forgot which Viper that is. This is from like the 25th type of and here we have another Scarlet. I brought this one because I thought this was the one it's the same version, but the other one they reproduced her because she has like a bigger stomach, and she looks pregnant the way the stomach is. Unfortunately, I thought that was it, but it wasn't. So now I have two of that same Scarlet, and then we have here a Crimson Guard from the 25th anniversary line. I bought a lot of shit from this guy. Then here we got this is an O-ring, aka 06 to 96. I mean, well, 96 to 06, whatever. Stalker. I may have this one already. But I probably got it confused. Then I know I have him. I know that for a fact. This is Gung Ho with the mustache. I need the one without it. And that's why I keep buying him. Because I keep thinking that's the other one. I can't wait to be done with the 96 to 06 line. Because that line is so fucking... Because they make the same figure, same everything. Just that one would say Vala versus Venom. The other one would say G.I. Joe versus Cobra. Then the other one would be fucking Spy Troops. Then the other one would be Vala... I think I said Vala versus Venom, right? So it's just fucking all over the place. And here we got 25th anniversary Cobra Troopers. And since I was still contemplating on keeping the 25th to 50th stuff, that's why I bought some of these guys. And then here we just have a whole shitload of weapons that I think I did buy these. Weapons and whatnot. So he mailed everything in one bag, and you know, he gave me the note, so that's pretty dope. So this stuff can basically go right downstairs to the garbage. That's garbage. And there you have that. So yeah. So now I just need the stuff from SoCal. That's better stuff as far as I think there's more figures and stuff in it that I know I need, but I think there's like one or two figures out of this that I need. But for the price I got for all this, it would have been a dumbass move not to get it. And I was already on the show. I mean, you know, nobody put a gun in my head and say, "Hey, buy this stuff." But for what it was, why not? So yeah, so that's oh, and yeah, so this is, I just need the steering wheel for that. So I'm gonna leave that here right now, and I need the that one gun for this to complete that. That's the Cobra Bug. This gotta go downstairs in the garbage. And this thing here, I think they do have the right blaster for the right blast shield thingamajig for this, so I'm gonna order that. And then I just need the 2 missiles and the gun, but I'm gonna look and make sure I don't have the missiles, which I'm pretty confident I don't. And then I'll have this complete. So I do have to order this. So I'm gonna have these 3 here, so I know what I'm missing from here, and just leave those right there for a minute. This thing here, I need 2 missiles. I need the front, something for the front, and then I also need the rear roll cage thingamajig. Either that, or maybe I'll just pay $700 and something to get the that with the RAM cycle and just call it a fucking day, because it might just be a lot cheaper than buying the parts for this thing. And I think I know I paid over $100 for this, or maybe close to it. I know I bought that at one of Eric's shows on Woodbridge from somebody. I just don't remember what I paid for it. And I know it was missing stuff, but for what it was, everybody else was looking at it. I knew it was expensive, and he did have, I mean, I think the only thing that I got for this, I don't remember if I got the doors. No, I think I had this. I think he gave me this with it, or I got it somewhere else. But the doors, I think I don't know. But I know it had the steering wheel. So, for whatever reason, I was like, fuck it. But at that time, this is like, what, over 2 years ago? So, I didn't think that thing would be that difficult to track down. So now when it comes to like specialty, like the G.I. Joe Special Force shit, I'm just gonna pay extra and just have it complete. Because it's too much work to hold this stuff, and you know, I may just look at the bridge layer and that slugger and just say fuck it, and may not even order the parts for it and just put them in a bin and sell it like that. I may just go ahead and do that because I really don't want. I mean, the reason why I'm doing the Battle Force 2000 stuff again. Oh, where are they? They're right here. The reason why I'm doing that stuff again is because I want to create the Battle Force Fortress. You know what I mean? So that's why I have that. I'm pretty sure you won't use every missile and every piece to complete it. I gotta look online to see how you make it, and then after that, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it because I gotta put it in my other room with that line of Joes. Again, this piece is pretty dope, and I just basically need 8 missiles. I'm gonna take those off because it's driving me. Just looking at it drive me crazy because it's so sunburned and disgustingly dirty. I just don't even want it. It's driving me fucking nuts, man. It really is. So I have one Dreadnought air assault piece that's not complete, and one ground assault piece that's not complete. And I really want to start. I really need to take care of this. I gotta take care of this, and I want to take care of these right now. And also, this is not easy to. It's hard to find. I'm not giving nobody no fucking $30-$40 for that gun. And then this piece, like these two, are not easy to find. And then that robot, I think his name is Shears or whatever his fucking name is. And then the Devastator battle robots. Those antennas, I've seen them plenty of times online for like $15-$20, and I should have got them because now they're nowhere to be found. And once I get the 2 antennas, because they both use the same antenna and missiles. Same antenna, missiles, and I think the gun as well. I should have been got that because I could have been had those done. And those battle robots, those things are not. They're not common. They're not that common, and I guess those antennas are easily broken and misplaced. That's probably why they're so fucking expensive. Obviously, the older the G.I. Joe vehicle, the smaller it is, and when you have missiles and parts that come off and they'll break very easily, it makes it extremely difficult to find and get if you don't want a custom or a remade piece. I don't want to dumb down my shit by having a replica piece made. I'd rather pay extra money to have the original than to pay a couple dollars and just dumb it down just to say fuck it. I don't get down like that. I prefer originality over anything. You know, I'd rather sit back and wait than to sit back and be like, okay. So with that basically being said, it is what it is. The reason why I have all these G.I. Joes in the middle of my floor, and you can't see it, but right here in this section, right in front of this stuff, there's at least 30-40 figures there. I need to get the more of those 25th anniversary stands, but I want to find somewhere where they just plain, so I could just have the figures on them. Cause I'm not paying $2 to $5 fucking dollars each stand for these guys. I mean, that's a Hot Toy stand. That's a stand for a 1/6 scale figure. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm definitely not gonna fucking do that. That's just ridiculous. Because the 25th anniversary, 30th, and 50th, you got very few figures that are gone for $10 to $15 loose. You know what I mean? So why go out there and spend a third? You know what I'm saying? A third of it or whatever, just on a stand when you don't even have the weapons for the fucking figures. And, you know, I don't want to display them with weapons anyway because they're going to fall over and it's going to take up too much space. And speaking of that, today I did go, I guess the other day when I did go to Home Depot, I think it was yesterday or whatever the hell it was, they didn't have the, I thought they didn't have the 12x48 white shelving. But they did. They just didn't. Somebody was just lazy and they didn't do their fucking job and put it out. Cause I kept looking and I was like, at one point I was gonna get the 12-inch by 72 and just say fuck it and just go to one of the guys. Something would happen and just have them cut it and pay the extra $2 or $3 to have them cut it to 48 and just leave the rest of it. But they wouldn't give me a discount, and when they come to particle board, you don't really want to do that because sometimes, you know, it won't sit and it'll crack and break over time. So I kept looking and I got help, and they had one box left of the white, and I think there was it's 8 come per box or whatever the hell comes per box. So I was lucky enough to get one because I had my Voltron and the Shogun vinyl figures and stuff up here, and I'm able to use another shelf. which is going to be for the 25th anniversary figures. I'm going to have them up here, and then I'm going to have the vehicles for them down here. I mean, am I going to get everything? I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of contemplating and saying, yo, maybe I'll just leave these stuff here and just, just cut off to 06 and not do the 07 to now. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that, but then I'm like, I'm so far into them, I might as well just keep going. But the only problem is, 25th anniversary alone will take up this room. I mean, so they got so many vehicles and figures just for the 25th anniversary line. It's crazy. So I'm like, damn, man. And I have the 3-0 power, 1/6 scale Power Rangers up there, but I like those figures. But I'm like, maybe I'll sell them and just put G.I. Joes there. And then I'm like, well, I got all these robots and shit here and these two shelves, and I can always, get rid of that stuff and just keep going with it, which I might do. I haven't truly decided. Maybe I'll just keep the Voltrons, but then a lot of these Japanese robots are very hard to come by and expensive. Maybe I'll just keep the robots that look like Voltron and get rid of the guys that look like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'll get rid of guys like this. And, this. Because these are expensive, though. These are like $300-$400 for these fucking things. Like, maybe, I'll get rid of guys like this. And, I don't know yet. I'm still contemplating. But it's like these things are so rare and hard to come by that, do I really want to get rid of these to get other G.I. Joes when these are like fucking worth 20 times more than a lot of G.I. Joes that I would actually put in this space? I mean, that's why I'm like, maybe I'll just keep, I don't know. I haven't really truly decided as of yet, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think I have enough room to almost finish off. Then I was like, yo, fuck it. Maybe I'll get rid of my vintage M.A.S.K. I was thinking about that too. I was like, maybe I'll just get rid of the vintage M.A.S.K. I don't think I would ever do the new ones. Because why do that when I already have virtually almost all? I'm missing what, maybe 10 or 12 pieces to complete the whole run. I mean, I have virtually all the play sets. I think I'm missing about 12 or so vehicles to complete the whole wave of M.A.S.K. I mean, I have so many of them. I mean, does the original? I mean, does the new M.A.S.K. I mean, I don't know, like, and being that they're all the same size, it's like, why would I mean, if they went like 3.5 inch or close to G.I. Joe, I probably would have got rid of this stuff and went for the newer M.A.S.K. stuff because they're more articulated and things of that nature. But being that they're the same 2.5 inches, and I'm pretty sure their cars are slightly bigger, but if it's the same size, and if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know what I mean? And then, I like the original because the original old shit have, chrome parts to it. And, now they do that dumbed down plastic, like that silver. And it's like, yo, it's 2025. You mean to tell me you fucking assholes can't mimic chrome when you have better everything compared to what you had then? And it's common sense. It's more sufficient for them to just go with that aluminum silver color than to go with chrome, because it's going to cost them more money to do chrome. But imagine how nice it would look if they do chrome, because they have to have better ways of making a chrome stick and look and pop by doing chrome. And that's what that's the only thing that really kept me from really going deep into the Super 7 Silverhawks. Because I do have the Super 7 Thundercats, and when you think of the artists and the same groups and same people that did Thundercats did Silverhawks. And why wouldn't I want my Silverhawks to go neck and neck with Thundercats? But being that, I mean, I like the Silverhawks. If I get them for a great steal or a great deal, I'll buy them. But to just go out and buy wave 1 through I think 3, I think they're up to 4, or they either going into 4 or they're still on 3. I don't know, but why go out there and really buy those 3 waves? You know what I'm saying? When there's a great chance I may not even keep my Super 7 Thundercats, even though I brought like 3 other ones, or maybe I'll just keep that. because I don't know if I want to pick up the Cat's Lair and the Thunder Tank. I've had way more than enough opportunity to pick up both, but just because I brought 3 of them don't mean I won't turn around and just sell off my whole fucking collection of what I have now. Because I'm actually contemplating on getting rid of my. I'm definitely gonna get rid of the NECA gargoyles, because like I really don't like. I mean, NECA has very few things that I like. They keep making it. They keep coming out with the same shit over and over again. They keep re-releasing the same shit. So your value, if you had something for 2 or 3 years, you held on to it, and now you pay retail and it's worth $20 to $30 more than retail. Then these fucking idiots turn around and NECA and they keep re-releasing the same fucking figure that you've been holding on to. They're doing the same thing McFarlane did back in the day with his original spawns. When you went out there and you were lucky enough to go to Target or Toys R Us or somewhere, and you get a hamburger head spawn or a brown versus green Malbalgia, and you go somewhere or to a toy show or to a comic shop or whatever, and you're able to sell it, and they're like, nah, like now, or if you buy it, it's like $80 to $120, and then like 2 or 3 weeks fucking later, you go in Kmart and they got the metal mesh bin full of the same shit, and they got it for fucking $8, and you just spent like $110 more than what they got it for now. Now the value sucks, and that's what's going on with these fucking companies, like, and everybody's talking about, well, Hasbro and Marvel Legends. Like, hello, Hasbro is Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends is Hasbro. So what are you talking about? It's the same fucking company. Now, supposedly, Hasbro's stopping. They're not going to be making the Marvel Legends anymore. Supposedly, they're dumbing down, and they're having another company make their product. This is from what I heard. From what I was told and from what I heard, that's what's going on. I don't know if they're going to continue doing the G.I. Joe line, or if they're going to have another company do that as well as the Hasbro, the Marvel. And then I've heard people talking at Zolocon on how people saying that Todd McFarlane lost the license for DC now, and now he's supposed to pick up Marvel. And if it's true, is he going to keep it 6-inch, or he's going to do that 7-inch as well? Because Todd McFarlane he's a very arrogant person on doing what he wants. That's probably why he never has a real good run of doing other company shit, because he wants to do things his way and not the way they want it, not the way they want him to do it. And it's like, okay, if you're given a license to do something, I understand, you own your own rights. Yeah, good, kudos to you. You own your own rights to comics. You do what you want to do, but everybody gets rid of you because this Canadian arrogance you have, to where just because you have, saying you own your own company, but this is my license, this is my shit. Yeah, we're giving you the fucking license to do creative things with it, but you got to do, there's still a contract to what you can and can't do. And then it's like, all right, well, I'm going to do what I want to do, and if you don't want it, then tough luck. You can't keep surviving off that, because sooner or later, word of mouth's going to move around, and then nobody's going to want to work with you. You understand? And not everybody's going to keep going back and say, all right, we'll let you do this, we'll let you do that. It gets to the point where you burn your bridges, and then now what are you going to do? Because nobody really likes or wants a lot of image stuff. I mean, how many zealots and Wildcats that people want? A lot of people don't even like the comic. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck Wildcats is. Who's Zealot? Who's this? Who's that? A lot of people don't want that shit, because a lot of those comics, no disrespect, is boring. A lot of those characters are generic, boring characters that have powers from other individuals. And yeah, your comic line is a little bit more grittier and more for mature and more graphic, but not everybody's into, people grow up, hey, my uncle, my grandfather, my father, my big brother, my niece, or my mother's boyfriend. For whatever reason, you always had somebody that you inherited having an abundance of memories, nostalgia, and remembering these things around you, on why a lot of people collect the shit that they collect, and they going for newer stuff because that. But how many people you can relate to or know that collect, that have or collect vertical figures or vertical comics or image comics and or figures, and even know what half these guys are in that world? I mean, a lot of people know what Spawn and know who Spawn is, but not everybody. A lot of people don't even know that McFarlane in his early days did work for Marvel. Let alone, a lot of them can't decipher the difference between his Spider-Man and Hulk versus Jim Lee's Spider-Man or Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? So it's just, and it's like, I know a lot. I mean, I say to each his own. Collect what you want to collect. I've been there, done that with new shit. So I'm not gonna stand up here and bullshit with hypocrisy, because I've collected classified GI Joes. I've collected Marvel Legends. I've collected a lot of these toy lines. Hell, even the Star Wars Legacy, like from 2018 to now, I was buying those dope ass G1 inspired Transformers when they were really really nice and they had less kibble and tons of articulation, and it looked like the vintage figures from the 80s cartoons. Which, when you look at that compared to the G1 stuff, it's a fucking joke. But as far as nostalgia goes, the G1 shit is dope as hell because of nostalgia. But for a person that grew up in the 90s and 2000s and you remember Transformers and you have family, friends, or parents or whoever that had G1 Transformers, you're like, yo, these look more accurate. They're a lot more articulated. And they're true to size versus G1. So why wouldn't you want these new ones versus the G1? Because they knocked the G1 shit out the park. Let's face it. All the newer Transformers make the G1 shit look like crap. Because the G1 Transformers, they're doofy, they're funny looking, and they're shitty when you think of how far they came. Now you look at G.I. Joes, they did very few things. Like some G.I. Joe lines, like you look at like a lot of figures that are, then they're still O-ring, but we look at a lot of Valor versus Venom or Spy Troops or G.I. Joe versus Cobra, I'll say about 75 to 80% of their figures are shit. They look like garbage. Why you collect them? I'm collecting them because I have ADD and I just want to have everything. That's just how I am. So fuck it. And 70% of them are very cheap. But since I already have the mass majority of 82 to 94, and now from 94 to 06, I'm like, yo, I might as well just keep going with the fucking line. I mean, I don't need to collect all different types of... I mean, I'm trying to get out of collecting everything. That's my main goal. My main goal is to get out of everything. There's a great chance I might get rid of my Shogun, Godzilla, and the other four. I may not even go for the fifth one, which is the one I was going to pick up yesterday, but that one store, the big kid toy store, whatever the hell they call themselves, in New Egypt. I'm not mad at them or anything like that. I don't have any animosity. She gave me a good deal on the two that I did take as far as G1 Transformers go. They did take off 50 out of the 300 they wanted for the Castle of Lions, but again, I'm more on the verge of maybe getting rid of my Panosh Voltron stuff or maybe keeping it. But it's like I really need to start dumbing down on what I collect. Because I'm already spending way too much money on the same fucking figures over and over again, which is annoying because somehow I just forgot to put a lot of my figures in the books. And I just totally forgot. I'll have stuff sit here for months and I'll forget what's what, and I'll forget what I bagged and tagged and what I checked off and what I didn't. And by me doing that, I cost my own self. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously the only person to blame is me. You know what I'm saying? So I maybe get rid of this Akuma bus. Now since Jerry Macaluso is no longer with the company, because I promised him I wouldn't get rid of it, but he sold his company off. So his opinion and shit don't really mean a fucking thing to me. I'm already selling off my 6 or whatever Soda Street Fighter figures. I may just take those and try to trade them to a comic shop or whoever and get rid of them. As far as this bus go, do I have to get rid of it? No, but I think I'm gonna see if my cousin Russell wants it because he loves Akuma, and I may make an offer with him and be like, yo, I might say, yo, give me XYZ for it. I'm gonna turn around and use that money to buy other shit that I need, but I'm gonna use that money not to buy weapon parts and stuff. I'm gonna use that money to try to buy 1 or 2 vehicles or something that I need from the 82 to 94 line. I'm not gonna take that money and go into the 06 to 96 to 06. I'm gonna use that money to buy something I need from the vintage line. That's what I plan on doing with a lot of this stuff. Because it's easier to get the newer shit, even the melloways, for a cheaper price than the older stuff. I mean, not necessarily, but that's basically my goal. And I don't mind having, I've gotten so many of these vehicles and stuff for such a great price. It's not, even if I paid $300 or $400 to complete these, to put them in the other room, it'll still come off a lot cheaper and more financially feasible than me turn around and reselling it for a profit. You know what I mean? It just, I mean, it's easier. That's why I'm doing this, because yeah, I can get rid of it, but how many people are gonna buy these for parts? How many people need it? How many people want it? So you know what I mean? If some people need or want it, they're gonna want them complete. They're not gonna want them semi-complete, because now they got to get parts for it. So it's easier for me, if I got it for a cheap price, to just go ahead and just fix them up, complete them, and just put them in my collection, than to complete them and resell them. Because if I resell them, I'm gonna lose money on them. If I keep in my collection over time, they're only gonna go up. And if they go down, they're gonna go up anyway, because I have such a huge collection that if I do sell, I mean, I already know between this room and the other room, I have close to $200,000, maybe $300,000 easily. I mean, I got so much shit that if I send pictures to even Ryan and Toy Federation, I could be like, yo, I want like 170,000 between this room and the other room. I'm pretty sure if I show him pictures, and if he comes up, I mean, there's no way hell I'm taking any of this stuff down there unless there's a deal made. But I'm pretty sure if we do a video, and or if I video him or send him pictures of everything, which is going to be like 50 to 70 pictures, and he's like, okay, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, he would, and I'm not going to say he's cheap or thrifty. At the end of the day, he has a store. Everything I have here, there's nothing special. I mean, everything I have, he has. Just about, and or can get or had. So, you know, it's iffy. You know, I mean, when you buy, you don't, I mean, the whole point, I tell everybody all the time, you should never buy toys as an investment. Buy jewelry, coins, and shit like that. If you're gonna buy this stuff, you buy it because it's eye candy, you love it. Whether you could afford it as a kid, or you had it, your parents threw it away, or it was caught in a fire, for whatever reason, every other thing on why you collect this stuff should always be that. It should never be, oh well, I'm buying it to collect it as you know, saying to make money on. You're not. I mean, that's stupid. I'm telling you all, that's stupid. Because everything I have here is dime a dozen. I don't give a flying fuck how rare it is, or if it's just one, it's dime a dozen. Because if a lot of people have it out there, they have it out there. But coins in and or out of circulation, there's always going to be a market for coins. There's always going to be a market for jewelry. Even 925 silver. There's always going to be a market. If you want to invest in a collectible, get into paper money, get into coins, get into precious metals, get into stones, get into that type of shit. Even video gaming, like, you know, you don't start buying that shit. And nowadays, I mean, I don't know anything about cards, so let me shut my mouth about that, because I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say something, but I don't like sounding like a bigot or having a hope or being a hypocrite. So let me shut up, because I don't know shit about cards. That's something I don't want to know about. So, but this stuff here, buy it because you love it. Don't buy it because you look at it as an investment. This is not an investment. If you're looking at this as an investment, you already failed, because there's no money in this. It's dime a dozen. When something's dime a dozen, buy it because you love it and because you want it. Don't buy it because you're looking at it as, yo, this is going to be my kid's future. Everywhere you go, especially this room, everywhere you go, you see 99.0% of all this shit. Everything here. You know what I'm saying? My other room, I'll say about 89 to 91%, because there's a lot of stuff in there that's, as far as G.I. Joe go, that's hard to come by. As far as G1 Transformers is just as dime a dozen as this. You see a lot more G1 Transformer stuff up for sale than almost any other vintage toy line, because a lot of people don't like them. Everybody, it's like people that collected the old vintage 3 3/4 Star Wars figures. You know, they got rid of those to go into the 6-inch line, because they're like, yo, they're bigger, they're more articulated, they look better, and they're more articulated, and they're cheaper. So why go with the old when I could go with the new? Same thing with the 3 3/4 newer Star Wars stuff that Mattel puts out, or Hasbro now. At the same thing. It's like, why have the old ones that have no articulation? They look like shit, when you can get the 3 3/4 ones that are newer now that look a lot better. I mean, you know, they got the same figure like 50 times, but, you know, and that's how people feel about the G1 Transformers. A lot of people love the G1. They don't give a fuck. Hey, it's from my childhood. It's nostalgia. I don't give a fuck about the new shit. The new shit is made of cheap materials, but yeah, those cheap materials, they are articulated and they look fucking beautiful. They have less kibble and they are accurate to the comic and to the TV series. A lot of OGs don't give a fuck about that. They're like, I don't care. I like the originals, and to each his own. I collect the originals for the same reason. And I've had the originals and the new ones, and I think the new ones look 1,000 times better. I can't say that for GI Joe because, like, yeah, you got the 25th anniversary and the newer Joes now that look closer to the cartoon. But when you think of like a lot of the '80s stuff, like there are a lot of like remakes that, I mean, the upgrade is fierce compared to the original shit from the '80s. But GI Joe is not one of those lines. GI Joe is one of those lines where things have some cool upgrades, and you're like, oh, this is dope, but it's not as drastic as going from G1 Transformers to every other Transformer line they made past G2. Because when you look at the articulation to a lot of this shit, you're like, yo, it's like night and day. But with GI Joe, it's like morning meets afternoon, evening meets night. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference, or at least for me. I mean, I can only speak for myself. So I'm gonna call my cousin and see if he wants that. If not, I'll figure out something with it, cause that's my goal. Cause I could use that upper space for something. I'm getting rid of. I got this big Dukes of Hazzard remote control car. I got 100 into it, so I got to at least get 100 out of it. If not, I don't know. The A-Team stuff, I decided to get rid of my. I mean, I ain't gonna get much for it, but I decided to get rid of my 3 3/4 A-Team figures. I don't need them. I'm gonna keep the 5-inch ones because they go good with the Michael Knight figure, and just because it is what it is. As far as the what's up?
I cleaned my room. I have a video.
Everything?
I folded my clothes. I took everything out of my closet. I have a video.
Okay, so everything looks good then. All right, the video should be over in a minute, so I'll give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and don't let that happen again. Make sure your room is clean. Ask Michelle for the Swiffer so you can Swift your room. All right, so I was on a neck and neck, but I have so much of the 3 3/4 Dukes of Hazzard. I'm gonna keep them. I do have the metal car. I don't need the metal car. I would like to keep it, but I don't need it. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that wants to get rid of the A-Team stuff too. But when I do get rid of 3 3/4 guys, I gotta take that the Murdoch helicopter down too. Gotta take it down because since I'm getting rid of the 3 3/4 guys, I'm gonna get rid of that. And then even though my blue Thunder helicopter is broken, it is still a very rare piece. So I'm gonna also get rid of that because it is nice, but I gotta get rid of some stuff. I don't need all this shit. Like these Robotech figures, I only have a couple of them, and they are 3 3/4, and I would love to have them with my GI Joe stuff. But there's so many Robotechs. Like, do I need them? I mean, the only reason I'm keeping the Robotech like their versions of the Jetfire because they go pretty good. So I don't need these Robotech figures. So I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of this Isaac 3 3/4 Mego because I'm not gonna go out there and buy the whole Love Boat. And I don't just want Isaac. Same thing for Chips. I got Sarge here. I would love to have Poncherelli and John and the motorcycles, but so these are gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of them. The Bionic 6 stuff, it's more nostalgia. I'm like, I just like them. I mean, I'll definitely keep those. Do I need all the vehicles and everything they made for it? No. But am I gonna keep them? Yes. But I don't need to collect every fucking thing. I don't need to collect every fucking thing. So there's still some stuff here that I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna call Scottish Mike and see if he wants any of this stuff. And if he does, we'll make a deal like we have been doing, and we'll keep it going. If not, I don't know. But I am gonna, see if he want. I'm gonna put some stuff to the side and be like, hey, XYZ, this and that. So the Dukes of Hazzard 3 3/4 guys, I think I'm gonna keep that, and the A-Team and the Mork and Mindy egg with the figure. I don't need that. So I'll probably get rid of that as well. So yeah. But that Blue Thunder helicopter is like, I think it's like $140, $150 easily. And even though one of the I forgot what you call the landing gear. It's broken. That's still a very rare. That's still a very rare helicopter. So and I got 100 into it. So if I don't get at least my $100 back, I'm not. He can't have that, or anybody can have that, because that thing's worth more than that. So you know what I mean. So I'll do that, and yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead with that. And again, I got some of these other figures, and I'm gonna just start using that money to invest in the older GI Joe stuff that I need. I have this one piece that's really nice that I'm pretty sure he might want. I got this from Errol and Fred at that toy estate sale almost a year ago now. Like fall or whatever it was. So I'm gonna bag and tag this and some of these other things. I'm gonna start putting them in bags and stuff and just have information on them, because you know he's been buying a lot of my stuff off of me. He basically took over where I had a rapport with Matt. I mean, you know, like Jerry's Matt, me and him always gonna be like this. I love him to death, but over the last 4 or 5 months, you know, Scottish Mike's been the guy that's been taking my stuff, and I gotta be loyal to him, man. Because at the end of the day, he's been taking everything off of me, and you know what I mean, and you know. Ironically, he's been paying well for this stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, yeah, that's that. Like, something like this, I may keep just because it's cheap, but look at it. Where are you going to find this from? This thing's got to be from, like, 80 or 79. I don't even know what this goes for, but I can guarantee you I wouldn't sell it for no less than $100. You're probably like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. No marking on it or whatever, but this thing is so obscured, I would not sell it for under $100, and I'll keep it here. Or if I do sell it, if I do sell all this Japanese shit, and again, like I'm nitpicking and get rid of a lot of shit that I don't need. Not only, I mean, I have the shelf space for it, but you know, I will keep the Panosh Voltron stuff. Maybe I'll get rid of it, but maybe if I get the Castle of Lions a little faster and for a decent price, I'm just gonna keep the Panosh shit. As far as the other Japanese robots, it make no sense not to keep it because I have so much of it. I mean, that the fucking line is ridiculous, but I have so much of it, it wouldn't make sense to get rid of it. I may get rid of that GoBot. I think his name is the Puzzler or something like that. Because it's a GoBot. I mean, he's like 100, 140 bucks. I don't need him because it's a GoBot, and it's like, I don't need him. So I may go ahead and get rid of him. And like some of the other stuff that I showed you, like that mummy looking dude, like this guy that I just showed you guys. I mean, he's expensive. You know what I mean? Like, do I need him? No. I mean, I got some other shit here I don't need. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of this shit, to be honest. But, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But it's pretty dope shit. You know what I mean? Like, characters like him. I got rid of him so many times. And I think I only kept one. But I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. It's nice looking, and I know he's expensive. So I may sell him. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him. What the fuck? I need a cat robot guy. Then you got this dude. He looks dope as hell, but do I need him? I mean, he goes cool with the robot guys and some of these other guys. Or maybe I'll just keep him. I don't fucking know. I mean, you know, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. But that Puzzler can definitely go because I don't need him. I'm definitely getting rid of these guys, so I'm gonna take them down now because my mind's already made up. So, you know, you got these Robotech guys. I might just, you know, put them all in one bag. I'm gonna put the Isaac in the bag by himself. I'm gonna put Sarge in the bag by himself. These three, whatever guys, I'm going to put them in a thing together, like 3 of them in the bag, and him, I'm gonna find out information on him, which should be easy, and just write it down and bag and tag that. I'm definitely gonna move the 3 3/4 A-Team stuff along with the helicopter. I know the helicopter should be worth like 150 or more. I'm gonna do the same thing with the Metal Dukes of Hazzard and the Blue Thunder helicopter, and maybe work a deal out with Scottish Mike. I'm gonna take all that shit, put it to the side. He's gonna ask me how much. I'm gonna give him one price, and he'll probably say, okay, let's do it. If not, but I'm gonna take that money and invest in the 82 to 94 GI Joe stuff. I'm gonna do that because, like I told you guys 100 times, I recycle my money. I don't take money out my bank to get into this stuff. I do it sometimes when I'm buying storage units, but I never do it for this. If that was the case, I'd be divorced, wouldn't have a house, wouldn't be able to pay bills, and anything of that other nature. So make sure you have the funds to do that. Because a lot of people ask me, like, yo, dude, are you rich? Now you know how I do it. I hustle. I buy storage units. I sell, buy, and trade at flea markets, whatever. More buy and sell than trade. Because I don't trade because I don't really know anybody who wants to trade me for shit. So, yeah. So that's basically what I do. You know what I'm saying? So for people out there who think I'm filthy rich, no, I'm not poor. I am comfortable. I'm financially comfortable. But all this shit is recycled. You know, this is not me going into the bank or going into my account and taking my money out my account and my personal money and investing in this. This is all investing in itself. All this. So that's why I'm able to magnify how fucking fast I got all this. Because think about it. This time last year, it was G.I. Joe and vintage Star Wars. I mean, not G.I. Joe, vintage Motu and vintage Star Wars. And there was other shit here with the vintage Star Wars, even before it was Motu. It was all types of, it was a different plethora of shit. And in the last 7 or 8 months, I'll say more like 9 or so months, I went big and I had almost every fucking Motu figure like that within 3.5, 4 months. It was a struggle and it was hard, but I got it and I went there. And so again, this room, I've changed stuff in this room at least 10 or 12 times between 2019-ish or so to now. This room was full of just nothing but video game. I mean, I'm talking about video game heaven to where it's at now. So, and you're probably like, holy shit, look at all that G.I. Joe stuff. That's bananas. It was a battle. It wasn't easy just for me to get this stuff, but it was nowhere near as hard and time consuming as my other room, because I still need G1 Transformer stuff. I still need parts for some of that stuff, and I need very few parts for some of my vehicles in there. Very few. I just got to go through them again. But I am struggling with the 82 to 94 loose stuff. If I wasn't, I would have all of them already. And I already know the ones that's going to cost me crazy money, because I got to get that stuff, and I want to get I want to get everything before I start getting into the melloways. Unless I get the melloways dirt cheap, or at least for a very good price where I know I'm comfortable with, then so be it. Until then, nah, I'd rather, try to complete the Night Force stuff. And that way, in a month, if I do have to go to my personal money and spend $200 to $300 on a melloway, I won't feel guilty or bad by doing so. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had taken personal money and buying Hot Toys. I've done that plenty of times. I mean, but as far as like the regular toys go, all this is recycled money. Hot Toys, not all of it is recycled money, but not all of it isn't. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna see my cousin Russell wants this Akuma bus behind me. I do have the box and everything for it. I'm also getting rid of my NECA 18-inch or 1/4 scale Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers. I kept the Bruce Lee from Art Asylum because I just love that, and it is boxed. I'm definitely keeping the 4 turtles because I have that turtle wall. And contemplating on keeping the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, the Kristen Bell Batman Begins or Dark Knight, whatever the fuck that one is, along with the 89 Batman. I am kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place on keeping those 3. I have them up here on the stairs, but I haven't really thought like, am I gonna get rid of these or am I gonna keep them? I don't know. And I was thinking about taking those to that one guy at the New Egypt flea market, but he doesn't have anything else there that I need for me to do that trade, because I'm pretty sure he would prefer to do a trade in his favor than to take out cash. So that some of that stuff I might wait for Dave to come back from Hidden Treasures or Antique Collectible Mall now, and see what he'll do on that. But then again, from what I heard, they don't really have much there neither. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because almost any and everywhere I would go to do a trade, they may not, they're not gonna have anything I need for me to do the trade for. What I'm gonna do is store credit. If you don't have anything I need, what's the point of having store credit? And why would I take 30 to 40? Why would I take 30 or something percent of what is going for used when I can get a bigger percentage for something to turn around and reuse that money and still get a deal? Because you get some places that you do a deal and they give you credit, and then they want to charge you their full price for something. And I don't do that. I'm like, well, like if I do store credit, and it's very important to ask a person. Let me ask you a question. If I do store credit on this stuff, will you give me discounts on whatever I get? Someone would say, well, it depends on what you get or how much you get. You hear that, just keep your shit. Because now that they're not really specifying yes. It's more of a maybe to a no. And then someone will say, nah, I got to charge you this and that. And then you'll be like, all right, nah, I'm good. You either take the cash or just sell it yourself. Because you get a lot of people that they want to, because like they're already giving you a crazy percentage off of what they're willing to pay for it, which they will give you a little bit more in store credit because they're not losing. But then when it comes to them selling you something that they have, they want to still charge you more. So they're really getting 70 or so percentage of what that item goes for, because now you have to spend money in their store and they charge you. And then some of them not only charge you, like if it's $80, they charge you $80 plus the fucking tax. Yeah, I understand you have a store, you have an overhead, you have employees and all that, but dude, a lot of these motherfuckers are slick, and it is business, but it's a scumbag move, because it's like if I'm giving you a deal and you are giving me a couple dollars more than what you would do if you gave me cash, because I'm keeping the money in the store, but at the same time, you're gonna turn around and tell me that you want to charge me your price for shit, and I'm giving you a great deal on my stuff, and you want to charge me tax, and or you don't even want to give me a discount for your shit that you're selling. You know what I mean? So you gotta be very, very articulate with that, and make sure like because any store, when you're trading or doing store credit, they're gonna take whatever they can from you to be on top. I mean, I get it. They got to stay in business. They got they got overheads. But you know what? So do you. I mean, you pay bills, and you may not be in the toy business, but you have an overhead too. It's called bills in life. But a lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of stores and a lot of people are arrogant. They're like, oh well, hey, I got an overhead because I have a store. So since I have a store, this is the way it is. And that's like, nah, don't be on that bullshit and let them get away with it, because a lot of them, they're funny and flaky, man. So you gotta make sure that you know what I'm saying. You just gotta make sure that it works in your favor. You're never gonna get what you want unless you get shit out of a room, or you got it for free, stole it, broke into somebody's house or apartment and took the shit. What you might make, or if you're happy with what the deal you're getting, or you actually got more than you expected, then that's fucking phenomenal. That's even great. You definitely didn't lose. But in other retrospect, you gotta be very careful when you're dealing with business with anybody, especially if you're dealing with trade or store credit, because when it's store credit, it's already working in their favor. That's the reason why they're giving you more money, or they're giving you more equity in store credit than they would give you cash to walk out the store with. And then on top of that, again, like I said, a lot of these stores and people, they love, like every store is going to take advantage of you. Even if they're your friend, they're going to, because at the end of the day, you could be friends and be cool with them and, support their store and give them a lot of shit, whatever. At the end of the day, it's all about my family. As the owner can have friends and have employees that they're cool with, that work for them. They do shows, they can trust them. But at the end of the day, my bottom line comes before my employees. My bottom line comes before the rent. My bottom line comes before everything. Because when a person owns a store like Toy Federation and shit, I talked to Ryan on the phone. Great guy, really nice guy. But at the end of the day, his bottom line is his family, his bills, his overhead. Then employees and everything else come after that. And respectfully, it's understood, because if he don't have any structure for all that, how can he have employees? How can he stay in business? How can he circulate and have money to be dependent? And then how can his employees depend on him if he doesn't go by that thing? So you have to think about any store. But at the end of the day, when you're going into your trading and selling shit, you should know this, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're not going in and you're getting robbed. I understand you got to take care of this and that's that. Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, just because of all that, dude, I got to eat too. So, you always remember that. You got to be number one to yourself, just like whoever you deal with has got to be number one to themselves. So at the end of the time, you got to make sure you're happy and you're comfortable with what you do. And again, same thing goes for if you're going to get into this. Because a lot of people, they see people like me and they're like, holy shit, this guy's rich. No, I'm not. I'm financially comfortable. Took me a long time to get there, and again, this is all recycled money. Like I said, every once in a while, I will buy a hot toy or buy some hot toy related stuff or some shit like that out of my own personal money that has nothing to do with recycled money from flea markets and whatever. But it's more rare than it is common. You know what I mean? So take that in consideration. And again, this is more like eye candy and just nostalgia to me. And just saying, fuck it, I'm going to go into this line and I'm going to go big and I'm going to stick with this and see how far it goes and how much shit I got. Again, I might just go from 82 to 06, and maybe I might get rid of the 25th and 25th to the 50th stuff. I may not collect everything. I may get rid of all of the ones I have and recycle it. I mean, you never know. Or maybe I'll just stick with 20. I don't know. I don't fucking know yet. But I do know that I need to get rid of some of this other shit. And again, you know, so the 3 3/4 A-team stuff's going. These figures I did, like these 3 Robotech figures. They don't go for shit. The Sarge from the Mego, he's like maybe a $15, $20 figure, if that. Isaac, same thing. Maybe even a couple dollars more or less. This guy, last time I checked, he was like over 100 around, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, even if he's like 50, 60 bucks, who gives a shit? I probably got it for $5 from those guys anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's going, and again, that big Dukes that has it remote control car. I'm gonna try to get 124. If I can't at least get my $100 back for it, I'm not gonna get rid of it. Same thing with this Blue Thunder, right above my finger here. I understand one of the landing gears is broken, but it's a very rare piece. I got 100 into it. If I can't get my $100 back, it'll stay right there. I don't remember what I gave Big Dog Brian for that A-team helicopter, but I'm pretty sure I paid over 100 for that. I probably paid one something for it. I know that I'm more confident in that, and it's in great condition. So I'll sell that shit off as too. So that metal General Lee and the big General Lee downstairs, that's gonna go. I'm not gonna keep that stuff. I really need to wind down what I collect. I can't be all over the place no more. Like I said, for 2025, that is my goal. That's my plan. I really need to start concentrating because I've been collecting these guys since what, 2000? I think since COVID, around COVID or so. No, I think from 2001. From 2021 to 2023, I got real big into this G.I. Joe stuff. So I say for at least the last definitely 4 years. I'll say 4 to 5 years. I've really been big, and there's no reason why. I mean, I should have been done with that 82 to 94 G.I. Joe line. There's no fucking way on this earth I shouldn't have been done with that. And I just spent so much money on just nonsense, and I lost money on other shit. I think I lost more than I even got even on it. But, you know, by me doing that, I've gained on this and that. So I lost on a lot of this, but gained on other shit. You understand? So it evened itself out, but it didn't even itself out to where I came on top. And it may not make sense to you guys, but I know what I mean. I may not be saying what I mean, but I know what I mean by saying what I'm saying. So yeah. I am all over with that. But like even this, like, you know, the Godzilla, I like it, so I kept it. That's a beautiful model kit. I think I got that from either Hector. I know I didn't get it from Lev, because Lev would have never let that shit go, and if he did, that'd be a couple of $100. I don't remember what the fuck. Actually, more like $400 or $500, because he loves Godzilla. I don't know where I got it from, but I had it for a while, and it is a nice piece. But I like it so much, even though it's a model kit, that I really don't want to get rid of it. Because if I can't get like $250 for it, why get rid of it? And you know, like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And I don't need it gone, so you know what I mean. And like I said, I do want to take a break from this stuff and concentrate more. I need to concentrate more on the 82 to 94 stuff. If I concentrate on that shit and the G1 Transformer stuff, as I did the vintage Motu stuff, forget about it. I'll be so far ahead. because I have mass majority of a lot. I mean, I have all of the fucking regulars. I mean, come on. I even brought an extra. Where is he? Extra Tiger Force Recondo. Didn't even know I had an extra one. I know I brought one extra, but I'm like, oh shit, he's not in the book. How the hell I don't have him? Coming to find out, I got like fucking 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? And again, lack of me doing what the fuck I was supposed to do. I obviously forgot to check it off. So I gotta take both. I gotta take all 3 of these books and go in that other room and carefully look at everything I got on the wall. Because I do have a lot of these figures in the other room, but I like the space that they have. I mean, the space that they're in. So I'm gonna leave them there anywhere. Even if I have them double here, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna leave them where it is. Because again, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna leave them right where the fuck they are. And I have like, I think 1 or 2 of the Pepsodent toothpaste. Shut up, Alex. I'm mentioning toothpaste. Shut the fuck up, Alex. And you too, Eric. So to both of y'all, it's a family inside joke. So you guys wouldn't understand outside of them two. But I'm saying it ain't Colgate, niggas. But I am saying that toothpaste. So I do have 2 Pepsodent toothpaste G.I. Joe figures. Because like their arms stay kind of like this. They're like O-ring, but their legs don't move. But they look like an O-ring figure. They have all the right molding and everything, but they don't really have great articulation. So I do have 2 of those. And I have this one quick kick that's off-colored. I'm thinking he's either a KO or a Fun School quick kick. But anyway, I'm going to hang all that shit up. That's why I brought where the hell I put him. Boy. I put him over here, maybe not, whatever. But I didn't expect this video to be this long, but whatever. I just kept talking, which I always occasionally do too much of. So again, got all this crap from this dude, from whatnot. And that was a smooth transaction because I actually got my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, everything I buy from SoCal, I don't have no issues with him. As far as me getting stuff that I purchased from him. I didn't get it yet, and I ordered it from the same guy, so should have gotten it, but everybody ship different days, and everybody live in different states. So sometimes, of course, the person that's closest to your state, and even if a person is closer to your state, it all depends on who ships it out first. Because the person that ships it out first, you get it faster. So I do gotta make sure I look at these and make sure I got what. And yeah, y'all. So I think I'm done. Killing your ears with my thoughts and my bullshit. Oh, here they are. I don't know why I put them in there. So yeah. I still got some of the other ones. I thought I didn't have any more. That's why I went today to go get them. But I do have some, and I think this is enough to hang the stuff that I have here already that I need to hang, and then I'll have 120 more of them to do what I need to do next time. Then I got these guys. I also got to put here. These are this one says complete missing. And I paid $100 for these guys. It says complete missing Laser Viper. So these are like the newer Python Patrol O-ring figures. So I do got to look these up and see what year they're from or whatever, so I can bag and tag their weapons and then just put the figures down here, because this is like my special mission stuff. Tiger Force and Night Force type G.I. Joes, and then over here I got like the Python Patrol and the Dreadnoks down here. I might actually start putting 25th shit here, and then of course over here. So I do want to put some vehicles here, and again, I don't know how crazy or how far I'm gonna go until the 25th anniversary. Or I might put the figures down here and put the vehicles up here. I don't know yet. But there's a great chance I may stop. I may not do all of them. And the reason why I may not do all of them, because again, I'm already running out of space. And that's why I'm getting rid of some stuff here. Because again, I don't need to collect every fucking thing. I need to stick to one or a couple specifics. And by me doing so, I will be taking less away from everything. The Japanese robot stuff, I got so much of this shit from years of, not only from Lev, which is over a year, but from flea market people, and even a couple in storage units. So I got so many of them from them. Ironically, I got more from that than Lev. I think I got maybe 8-9 pieces of stuff here that I got from him over the course of a year than anybody else. Less than anybody else, considering that he has a lot of this shit. And a lot of stuff I brought from him that were broken pieces, and I did very well on busted and broken Japanese, like Chokogen and Guy, and was it Guy Goken or Gold or whatever the fuck you call them shits. So yeah, I really need to start concentrating on all that shit. I don't even remember buying that 6 inches of random, but I can't say I didn't. Maybe it was free, or maybe I did pay for it. Maybe it was a couple of dollars, and that's why I got it, because I was getting so much shit from him. I don't fucking know. But whatever, man. So yeah, I don't know. And I really want to get Count Dooku out the way too. That hot toy Count Dooku, because the longer I wait, he's only gonna go up in price. But I'm pretty sure I'll find him for just under $350. Fam Alex has been looking for me, and I have seen one for around like $370-ish or something. But I don't even want to pay that for him. I want to pay more like $3 to maybe $350, including shipping, for him. If not, I'll just keep holding off. I've been holding off for the last 3 fucking years or more. So it's not gonna kill me to wait. And worst case scenario, I'll pay the same price for what he's going for now, or better case scenario, I'll get him for a little cheaper than what I even expected. Because sooner or later, somebody's gonna be selling them. He may more or less go for more, because sometimes the longer you wait, the more things go up in price. But that's the chance I'm willing to take, because again, this is all shit that I want, not need. I need air. I need food. I need a roof over my head. I need money. I need things to keep me alive and comfortable. This shit I love and I want. So there's a difference. So yeah, y'all, that's about it. And I'm gonna end this. I do have a lot of shit I need. I need a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna try to make some deals with Scottish Mike on a nice amount of the stuff that I do have for sale. Just because that'll be a couple more dollars in my pocket I can use to buy a couple of things for the 82 to 94 line. Yeah. So, anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Peace.